Guys, I need to let you know that this is a review of a comic book. It's no way endorsed by the creators. If I don't tell you this, the entire multiverse will suffer major ramifications. Dogs will walk down the streets in stilettos. Everyone will watch The Watchmen. Batman will turn into the Frankenstein monster. Such travesties must be prevented. Thank you for your time.
Hey guys, StarCraft here, taking a break from the end so I can get around to finishing something else that I've started and I should have finished, and that's Archie vs. Predator 2. But before I get to getting to the issues that, since I only know the first two issues, I'm going to go back over those first two because there's some added context that I didn't realize. Mainly that, and sorry for the light, you know how it goes. Yeah, I can't do anything to block it. Anyway, but it turns out Alex the Campy basically went in as treating all the Archie versus Predator, Betty, Veronica, and all that, their world, as classic Archie. Yeah, that's why they start to actually acknowledge all of the goofy stuff that happened over their life, including making references, as I've said in those two videos, to and making well, obviously having just the notion that a predator is taking on Archie's form and all that stuff, but they do make references to other things such as, well, memory lane and all that. And I just realized from Wade Enterprises, Mark Wade was the one that started the whole, wrote the initial Archie, new Archie era, so it actually makes a lot more sense. Like I said, they represent stuff like Frank, and then they're like, Veronica tried to call up Frank Castle, and ends up getting Bucky instead, things like that. Or they reference all the other crazy stuff they've done. So basically, when they're driving around and you're having just these nice moments between Betty and Veronica and all that, we'll get to that in a few moments. Basically, once we cut to the new Riverdale, it's the stuff from New Archie that's been around ever since they renumbered everything. So in a way, this is this is kind of the campy wanting to close the door on things to a degree. That's why, for example, you have Betty and Veronica they really like Archie, but they're not the gaga head over heels in love and everything. How they are completely caught off guard by a lot of the bizarre, other things. They just do normal teenage stuff, not the wacky stuff. And in the second issue, Brett Archie's face just reverts back to normal finally, although just his face. But he knows what's going on, trying to give him the warning and everything. Did I go over the second issue? Well, anyway, he's like, they're trying to get, some of the other, warn some of the others about what's coming. As, the Predators start coming their way to New Archie's world. As, the fact you see some of the other characters in different outfits, including Moose being He-Man. And so, then the Predators show up. It's hard to tell how exactly this is working, but you see them, everyone's partying and everything while, classic Betty and Veronica are with Brett Archie trying to figure out what to do, and then the Predators show up and blast Dylan. Poor guy. And then Moose gets killed off very quickly. It becomes just a gore fest and everything, which I gotta say though, having Robert Hack doing the artwork for this, and this is supposed to be New Archie, makes some more sense. As we end the second issue with them just like, they're like, oh crud. I don't think I did the second issue, I think I only did the first one. But we have New Archie with the others trying to talk things down as, well, the Brett Archie has gone to his full size. they're trying to help out. And let me just put it this way: throughout the rest of this series, it's basically like we just go back and forth. This version, Cheryl and Jason Blossom are complete tools, I should point out. When are they not? But especially in this one. Oh yeah, there's the point with her trying to text Frank and gets Bucky instead. Look, who the hell is Bucky? Try Cosmo. Maybe he's related to the Predators. I don't think they're from Mars, silly. What about the Mighty Crusaders? Black Hood, the Shield, I don't know, Super Duck. Face it, Cooper, none of our old friends made it into this new world alive. Even we weren't supposed to. Then she mentions Mr. Inferno. Yeah, I don't know when they ever made a deal with the devil before Mr. Inferno. But yeah, we start to have them, with having a nice chit-chat with Jughead as new Archie's trying to help out. Troy's throwing his phone at one of the Predators to save Betty. And yeah, not the best plan. As we see Jughead with Betty and Veronica, as they're trying to deal with things, taking things under their own control. We see Reggie, who was dressed as Michael Myers. Veronica is trying to say, is trying to actually talk to everyone, talk them down and all that. Trying to, tell them all off. And is trying to route people up. And new Veronica gets killed. Jesus! As Jughead and Betty run off. Oh man, poor hot dog gets killed by the Predator dogs. And again, they're just trying to, we have Midge was dressed as the new doctor, the Jodie Whittaker doctor, as she's getting her arm taken off and she's trying to put up a fight as well. And then Archie falls ready to accept his fate. Betty and Veronica, classic Betty and Veronica, make it into start up a hot showers for the steam to block them. And then it leads to this moment. You saved my life, Ronnie. I don't know if I should have if I would have saved Archie, though. Not like that. But then, it hasn't been about Archie for a long time, has it? No, it hasn't. And Betty kisses Veronica on the forehead. Yep, they're going there! They are so going there. As we're starting to see, we see, so many others, are still, they were trying to put up a good fight still with the Predators. Again, they have a whole bunch of them, and they're not doing so great. Midge put up a good fight, but is so exhausted, she just resigns herself to her fate. We see Kevin, he was Mighty Crusader, one of the Mighty Crusaders, yada yada. We see Betty and Jughead get on board the ship. They're trying to figure out something they can do, anything. And throughout, I'll tell you why I'm breathing through this, because you'll understand why. But yeah, apparently Jughead has a way with the bread dogs that they start to pet. Betty and Veronica, classic, are trying to summon Mr. Inferno. Where's Predator Archie, may I ask? Somewhere. But yeah, the two of them are now clearly a thing, as they're still trying to keep each other, spirits up, as they're trying to, get things taken care of. She did have a run-in with Jason and Reggie, which I love how Betty has, how are Riverdale's axis of evil? To which he said, terrifying, honestly. Jason is disturbingly hot. You and redheads. I prefer blondes, though. Okay, Alex, we get it! But then you have, Cheryl and Jace decide they're going to try and blow the school up. So you're going to blow them the Kingdom Come. And Reggie starts to have, because this one's not a total asshole, especially after what happened with his Betty a while ago, what he had almost caused. He thinks like, no, we can't leave everyone here. Cheryl and Jason are like, we don't care. So what does Reggie do? He locks them in as he goes to find anyone else he can save. As Fred Archie is trying to put up a good fight. He amounts to not much. Reggie shows up to try and help them out of it, get them out of there. As turns out Archie's still alive. New Archie's still alive with a broken leg. As then turns out they summon Mr. in the two classic Betty and Veronica summon Mr. Inferno. In other words, Satan. As Archie in his version saying like, don't leave me, guys. Okay, really? They basically like, yeah, they won't attack you, you're not a threat. But then and poor Fred Archie is getting totally trashed. You see Betty and Jughead are again still trying to figure out what to do, but they can't have anything, they don't get it, and they're just trying to figure everything out. Oh geez, at one point you have Betty asks, am I too flat? Now those two are starting to get along very well. And well, you're having Betty and Veronica talking with Mr. Inferno, trying to make a deal as Cheryl and Jason are trying to figure out how they're going to get out of there, when one of the Predators shows up. Yeah, things are going downhill ever so faster. Yeah, Archie and Vine decides, like, guys, just leave me. Oh, geez, Reggie gets blasted. Everyone is just getting off. Cheryl gets blasted, and then that causes the whole school to blow up. In other words, everyone is now dead. As except for their Art and Fred Archie, as they watch on, and they're now so upset that they brought this upon this new world. This new world, they basically are like, generation of kids grew up on me, and now I'm not enough anymore. What did I do wrong? This is where they start to acknowledge how they've been pushed, cast aside for the new world. And then, even Mr. Inferno is actually talking to them, giving them some good advice. Somehow the devil's giving good advice. As, he's basically, grow up into whoever, and you are no longer stuck with everything. You can now become who you want and let this world be what they want. And, without selling their souls, Mr. Inferno just reverses everything. Takes away the Predator's helmet so they don't come, and everything. It's as if it never happened. Yep. As now we see Betty and Veronica are in New York with classic Betty and Veronica are in New York with Fred Archie. No one seems to care about him. And the two now are just keeping an eye on their otherworld selves. And yeah, they're actually aging up now. And that's it. This, in a meta sense, was interesting, but I don't know, really. It was not, there was no other way to continue after where they went with it. And again, playing off of, given how they did the classic style for the original Archie versus Predator, them dealing with the new Archie and Predator, and not Archie, and the new Archie characters, makes some interesting sense. But the fact that everyone dies and then it gets reversed and all that stuff, and all this to push up Betty Veronica as a couple now and all that, and given how much Fred Archie really didn't amount to much, just felt like all over the place. It wasn't bad, but wasn't that great. I mean, it comes great compared to the first one. Not much, I think it does give some more finality to everything. And Mr. Inferno, I skimmed over it, but he is a treat to read. I do recommend you guys read it, especially if you read the first one. But again, there really wasn't that much they could do with this sequel, and it shows. And again, I'm not against Betty and Veronica as a couple. It just felt like, I mean, especially after what they've been through and all that, but I don't know, it just felt so forced. Well, that's all I gotta say. Catch you guys later.